Hello, and welcome back. Today we're going to be making this couch I found on a royalty-free image website. Okay, to get started, we're going to need a single vert. So you can either use a plane and merge it to the center, or if you have extra mesh enabled, just add a single vert. I'm going to quickly raise my little vert to the top and add a mirror modifier. I need to put my mirror to the y-axis because of the way my image is facing. Blender is a little weird. It does it along an axis, not across an axis. Because when most people think mirror, like mirror with the x-axis, it's like across the x-axis, so you think it should be set to x because you're mirroring on the across the axis, but nope, it's along. In Blender, it does along, so just choose the one that you see like on this side. So Y. Now I will. So to start, I'm going to pull some out and then enable clipping, because if you start with clipping, then you can't extrude out. It's just, nope. So I'm just going to, let's start by following the couch. Following the couch. Following the couch. Following the couch. Just kind of trying to follow the shape. Nothing super dramatic, but it doesn't have to be super smooth because we'll add a subdivision. So I'm just going to grab these top three and extrude and pull them down. Hit SZ0 just because I'm going to flatten it. The reason I'm just doing these three is that way I can select these four, hit F to fill it. And then we can just keep pulling these three down. Just line it up with every vertex you have on the side. Yeah, so then I can go like this and hit F, hit this F, F. You can kind of ignore the arms a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to extrude this backwards. You can do it forward. I'm just going to do it backwards. But just make sure after you extrude it, just go to mesh, normals, and recalculate outside. Just as a precaution, because if you exported this somewhere, it may be inverted and then you'll have a weird inside-out couch. And you don't want that. You don't want an inside-out couch. Unless maybe you do. Maybe it's a ghost couch. The world will never know. Okay. So real quick, I'm just going to turn on X-ray mode. I want the bottom to be flat. Perfectly flat. There we go. Turn it off. So I'm going to grab all these edges. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Grab all these edges that kind of define the outline. And I'm doing this because I'm going to do edge bevel weight. Turn that all the way up. And that's not going to do anything until we add in the bevel modifier. So go to bevel. And in limit method, switch it to weight. And what that does is it's only beveling where the weights are. So I'm going to set this to 2 segments, and I'm going to put this down to 0.01. So yeah, I could also maybe bump that up one more and then add another segment. Now I'm going to add a subdivision surface. I'm going to crank it up to 2. Go out here and hit shade smooth, and you'll see we have the little back of our couch. I'm gonna hide it, and we're gonna do that again. But this time we're gonna focus on the arms. So we're gonna get a single vert again. We're going to, we're gonna pull it up a little bit, extrude out to here. And then I'm going to turn the mirror on again. But this time I'm going to follow the arms. So it's like, pull that up here. I'm going to follow, let me get the squiggle here. This. because this looks like it's just one piece. So I now have to erase that. I don't think you can undo annotations. So now I'm gonna just kind of follow it. It doesn't have to be perfect your first run through, but you will need to smooth out all the shapes. Make sure clipping's on so you can get things center. Get in the center. Okay. I'm gonna need I think another one here. That's good. So I'm just gonna start by filling this in. So I have this 4 I can do. I'm just gonna add another cut. I'm gonna add another cut here. Pull that out a little bit. Just fill in the 4s, and we will need to add a cut here. Just a middle cut. Here's a 4, fill it in. Here's a 4, fill it in. And that's really all we need. Okay. So I can, once again, grab everything and extrude it back. Or no, extruding it forward this time. Just about. How far do we want the couch to be? I think, well, we can do that. That might be good. We can always adjust it later. So I'm just going to real quick do the normals. Recalculate outside again. Hold up. Select everything when you do that. Just as a precaution. Better safe than sorry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to need to grab these outline edges again. And set them to the bevel weight. Bevel weight. Go to generate bevel. I forgot they're alphabetical. I'm going to set this to 0.2 and 3 like we did the last one. Angle, set limit method to weight again. And we're going to go with a subdivision. 1, 2. So, real quick, we're going to need to edge crease. We're going to need to edge crease a lot of things, if I remember. Every time I do this, it's a fight because I can't remember what I need to edge crease to get that little thing away. Why must you do that? Why? Every time I do this, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's how you do it, and then I forget. I think I might need yeah. So you have to bevel that one. You have to bevel that. Okay. And honestly, there's still like a little micro thing, so I'm just gonna edge bevel weight these two. Even though it's not really gonna do anything, it's just gonna make it nice and clean. So now we can look and we see we're getting our little couchy. Now the next step is easier, so if you want, you can just go back into this one. Just grab this and hit Shift D to duplicate. Right click and separate the selection. So this is going to make it just its own thing. And I'm just going to lift it a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put it back down. Pull it up like this. Real quick, we're going to need to do edge crease here, as well as bevel, because when you do beveling and subdivision, you need to do both or something. Actually, wait. Can I just get rid of all of them? Let me just edge bevel. Just turn it off. Go away. Turn the bevel off. There we go. Edge crease. Turn it off. Okay. Okay, just gonna set this to angle amount. We're gonna make it a little higher. This one we don't need as much fancy. We're just kind of making a softer cube. I think that's good. Because we're gonna need to like adjust it again to get it to work with the couch. There we go. We have a soft cube. now we have all the parts. Now what we can do is I'm just going to hide this real quick and go back over here into our couch back, X-ray mode, and I'm just going to see if I can line it up a little bit with the arm a little bit better. There we go. That looks good. Just double checking. Maybe smush that back a little bit. Smush it around a little more. Yeah, some adjustments. Okay. I think our couch looks pretty good. We got some pillows. Let's try and make some pillows. I am going to parent these to the, instead of, normally I would just join them, but because there's, the bevels have slightly different settings, I'm just gonna parent object, so I can just move this and everything goes. Okay. Let's make a pillow. Those are really square, so I'm just gonna grab a cube and we're gonna get started. I'm going to add a cut here and a cut here. Not very experienced with pillows, so that doesn't look like a pillow. Just start by smushing it a little bit, smushing the pillow a little bit, subdividing the pillow a little bit. So this pillow has like a button in the middle. So what if I just inset faces individual, just a little bit like this. Pull this out a little bit. And then in proportional editing, take that and pull it in. Also, I'm going to take this and expand it out a little bit. And take this. I wasn't expecting to build the pillow. I was like, I'm just going to ignore the pillow. Okay, subdivision surface. Okay, that looks derpy. That looks like a very derpy pillow. Okay. Screw that. One more try, and then you guys can be free. Pillow. We squish, squish, squish. We add. We pull this nub in. We pull this nub out. We add a subdivision. We make the pillow fat. We add more subs. We pull these 4 out. We grab these edge. Grab these edge. Do we want to pull these in? Do we want to pull these in a bit? And do we want to smush that bit? Behold, our ugly pillow. This is not a pillow tutorial. This is for the couch. This is not for the pillow. This is just my very bad attempt at a pillow. Go, and we're gonna. Two very ugly pillows. Acquired. And the only thing we're missing now is the cat. Don't worry. The cat's already been acquired. Ha ha ha! Mama cat lives! Light, son. And real quick, we're just going to, I'm going to take, what's Mama Cat's color? Black. I'm going to take a black, duplicate it, call it orange. Orange 1. take this image, I'm going to turn the opacity back because I'm just going to steal the colors. Where was it? Take that as the shade and take that as the highlight. Actually, I'm going to apply orange 1 to these. Orange 1. I'm going to duplicate that, make that orange 2. 2. And I'm going to make it just a little more shallow. Not shallow, but going to make it the lighter shade. Make the saturation more prominent. And then take that, duplicate that color, and then we're just gonna decrease the value and maybe the saturation a bit. Nope, keep the saturation. Ah, that looks weird. There we go. And then just orange 2. Orange 2. There you go. Here's your couch. Oh, it looks glorious. Okay, I'm gonna remove the normal from orange. I just stole my toon shader. There we go. And we have a cat, and the cat is facing this way. Well, it looks more derpy. There we go. And there you have it. You got a couch. And the cat with the couch. It probably would just look better if you just did a diffuse. It made the diffuse orange. Actually, no, well, yeah, whatever you want. Well, thank you for watching how to make a couch. And some very bad pillows. They look like marshmallows. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you want more furniture, let me know. Have a good day and bye.